Good day from TV Khabar. Coronavirus updates. Outbreak in China starts to come under control. China reported its lowest number of new coronavirus cases in more than a month on Tuesday, but the epidemic showed little sign of warning elsewhere. As China controlled its outbreak, cluster boom around the world. China reported its lowest number of new coronavirus cases in more than a month on Tuesday, but the epidemic showed little sign of warning elsewhere. Three countries, South Korea, Italy and Iran, each had at least 1,000 total cases, and number of infections in the United States topped 100. China recorded 125 confirmed infection of coronavirus and 31 deaths in the previous 24 hours. It is the lowest number of officially confirmed infections since January 20, when China's leader issued his first public order on epidemic. The country's effort at controlling the spread, including limiting the movements of 700 million people, appeared to be working. In Hubei province, where the epidemic erupted and where the overwhelming majority of cases have been identified, 2,410 patients were released from the hospital and emergency clinic. But cluster outside of China showed troubling sign of growing in the South Korea site of second largest outbreak. The number rose on Monday to more than 4,800, nearly double the caseload on Friday. The rate of increase was even faster in Europe, where officials warned residents to prepare for large outbreak. And in Iran, the scale of largest outbreak in the Middle East remained unclear, with the government confirming 1,501 cases and public health experts expressing concern the officials' number were unbelievable. The world death toll topped 3,000 and the number of cases topped 89,000 in about 70 countries. Asian market followed Wall Street's surge through at a more modest pace, with stock in Tokyo and Hong Kong up less than 1% by midday on Tuesday. The investors were betting the world leaders and central bank would unveil some sort of coordinated action to prevent the coronavirus from plunging the world into recession. Australia provided an early taste on Tuesday. Its central bank lowered a key leading rate by 1/4 of percentage point, making it cheaper to borrow money from the country's lender. 6 people have died in United States, including residents of nursing care facility. The coronavirus killed 3 more residents of nursing care facility near Seattle on Monday, raising the death toll in the area to 6. And as a number of new cases rose nationwide, officials around the United States raced to assess the risk to schools, medical centers and businesses.
In the Chinese city where the coronavirus outbreak started, health officials say there's been a drop in new cases for the first time in 6 weeks. It's closing one of Wuhan's 16 new hospitals that were built in January to cope with the increase in patients. But COVID-19 continues to spread elsewhere. The 3 countries worst affected outside China are South Korea, Iran and Italy. Rome is preparing a stimulus program to help the country's economy. In Venice, the canals, which are usually packed with tourists, are deserted. Italy's tourism board reports more than 90% of travel bookings have been cancelled in the capital. US scientists say the rollout of a coronavirus vaccine is, at best, a year and a half away.
All of the US facilities have been in Washington state, where leaders in Setley area said that they intend to open isolation centers. 4 of those killed were residents of Life Care Centre nursing home in Kirkland, a Setley suburb that has become the focal point of fears that the virus may have been spreading for weeks undetected. Medical centers in Hillsborough have been placed on paid furlough after coming in contact with coronavirus patients there. They have been asked to remain in self-isolation at home for 14 days. The number of cases nationwide climbed to 100 and infected patients have been treated in 14 states. The new cases included a woman in Manhattan who contracted the virus while traveling in Iran, and a Florida man with no known contact with affected countries or people. After that man and another person tested positive. Florida declared a public health emergency. Thanks for watching TV Khabar. Take care. Have a nice day.